And we are live. Hello, everyone. Mike here with Network 3000, and it's a big game tonight. It is Bill Belichick's UNC debut as the Tar Heels face off against the TCU Horned Frogs in Chapel Hill. About 10 minutes short of kickoff. Game is on ESPN. Cheerleaders and marching band are done with their performance pregame. So we are awaiting national anthem.
We're counting down the kickoffs. UNC, TCU, as we begin the Bill Belichick era here in North Carolina.
And let the Bill Belichick era in Chapel Hill begin.
Since I was a kid, a basketball school for sure. But this year, football is joining the party. So that makes doesn't mean so. 29 seasons, 333 wins, 17 division titles, 9 Super Bowl appearances, 6 rings with 1 golden win. Bill is in Chapel Hill now. When someone on the set says this thing knows he'll come, it's a man's greatness makes you want to leave Westward and over celebration goes Boston. You can feel it.
No, I can feel it.
What? We all gotta do our job. The walk that seemed unimaginable after nearly half a century of unprecedented success at the professional level. Bill Belichick, on his freshman opening day, head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels, leading his team in to take on TCU tonight. Belichick spoke with Holly Rowe not long
20
ago.
plus years at the NFL level. Now he makes the UNC. Yeah, now he's a college coach.
I know that you've got a great motto where you say practice execution becomes game reality. What have you seen this week in practice that you think your kids can execute tonight?
Well, hopefully we can do a good job of fundamentals, ball security, and communication.
Tell me about the hoodie. I mean, had to be cut off sleeves, right?
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Of course. Bill Belichick and his cutoff sleeves.
In Chapel Hill, you're watching the ACC on ESPN. The ACC's had some signature moments in this opening weekend, hoping for another against TCU. Glad to have you with us, Chris Davis and Kirk Herbstreit. Carolina's had great teams, they've had great players, but nothing like the anticipation of Bill Belichick.
No, we've been here since we flew in tonight at the LSU Clemson game. We've been here for almost the last 48 hours. There's an intense excitement that this fan base, I don't think, is used to when it comes to football. They obviously are with basketball, and it's because of what Bill Belichick brings. We all knew this. We were shocked when we first heard the news. And he and Mike Lombardi, his GM, went out with their NFL background, and they needed players. They got 70 new players, 70. So nobody knows what they have, including Bill Belichick, but it starts with Gio Lopez, who won the quarterback battle against Max Johnson, quarterback who injured his knee a year ago. Lopez is a dual threat guy, very talented, played in South Bama a year ago, can run it, can spin it. I think it's going to be interesting to see how TCU tries to defend him and the athletes that he has around at that position.
The fanfare really shouldn't be a big surprise to TCU. Remember, they were the opponent when Deion Sanders made his debut for Colorado against TCU, a game that they won. And there is Bill Belichick right out in front of the North Carolina Tar Heels. Sort of like a freshman orientation. Remember all of those years in the NFL, all of those wins, 6 Super Bowl titles. He has told us several times, I've spoken with him a couple times over the offseason. He'll keep saying, we'll see. We'll see. TCU believes it's going to fare much better than it did when.
Here we go. The Tar Heels have taken the field.
And Bill Belichick, what a night here in Chapel Hill. Kickoff is just around the corner.
A car that doesn't offer this kind of welcome is a car that's short of amazing. At the Lexus Auto Opportunity Sales Event, get offers on select models.
Settle for poverty. With a 2-point attempt. Go for it. They're going to go for those. Oh, I see this question for settling. Coach, why didn't you go with your for 2 seconds? They're going for those. They got it. It's 8 off. No seconds. Let's go with those.
If your grandpa wears one of these, if your husband wears these on the weekend, if your mom wore this, or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who serve. Count on us. Count on USAA. See if you can join USAA today.
You're watching Kickoff Week, presented by Modelo.
Well, guys, it's the opening game. Let's get off to a good start. To be all excited to play North Carolina. It's going to be a big game for Raymond. That's a football risk.
Opening night in Chapel Hill, opening night of the Bill Belichick era. TCU won the toss, they deferred.
All right, TCU has deferred. Here we go.
For TCU. Chris Culliver wanted the deep bend back. He returned 5 kickoffs to Carolina last year, 2 to the house.
Kickoff, and we're underway. Over to the 10. 15, not much room. Out at around the 17, maybe the 18. As Gio Lopez leads his Tar Heels onto the field for the first time in the Bill Belichick era.
They also had some injuries on the offensive front. They are starting Christian Kelly, the backup center, because the alternative.
First and 10 from the 17. On the handoff. Caleb Hood gains about 7, maybe 8. Be about 2nd and 2.
Gives him the most pressure for TCU.
They're going to mark this a game of 9 at 2nd and 1. 4 receiver set for the Tar Heels. Ben Hall will gain about 3. And that for the first.
The play calling all the way back to 2018 was in the NFL with Baker Mayfield and Brown. Wants to be physical, but they want to run.
First and 10 from the Tar Heel 29. Lopez will hand it off again. And it's Hood for 9. 2nd down and less than a yard. Oh! First pass of the night gets into TCU territory.
And a lot of new pieces, established a lot of scrimmage.
Brings up a 1st and 10 deep inside TCU territory. It was Jordan Shipp for 39. Shipp again inside the 5. Gain of 19 to the 5.
Safety to sleep, get him out of position, and then hit him with a quick RPO and that glance right for another first down.
1st and goal from the 5. On the 4 on the play clock, 3. Lopez taking it himself. He'll go nowhere fast. Lost about 2. Second and goal.
He almost looks like Tua in his uniform in a way. Being a lefty, he's got that look as far as his size of his body.
7th play of the current drive coming up. And off goes the Hut, and he's in for a Tar Heel touchdown. Oh, there, Dante. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Seven plays, 83 yards, more than 4 minutes off the clock. Burhoff coming in. And no doubt about it. 7-0. Tar Heels with the early advantage. With Reese Verhoff on the kick. ESPN Analytics now has UNC with a 58.4% chance of victory.
FX is the lowdown. Let's give 620 Twitter on FX. Stream on hosting. At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can watch the game together, even when you're away. My wife is having a baby. Well, staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day service. That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
What's happening at Papa John's? Buy 2 large one-topping pizzas, get them both for just $9.99 each. It's only for a limited time, right? It's likely 2 large one-topping pizzas for $9.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Oh, nobody inside. I already told you, buddies, a lot of violations here. 20 occupants in a single dwelling, 8 exotic animals. That's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me.
But I just got here.
Back it up, Brooke.
Take it up with the city, come on!
The Heisman House. Okay. Nissan Heisman House. Nissan Heisman House.
There hasn't been excitement like this ever for North Carolina football. Randy Moss, Aaron Boone, Carolina legend Mia Hamm, and Julius Peppers. And then, if I mean the Holy Trinity, North Carolina runs here. Wait here. Roy Williams, Lawrence Taylor, and the great Michael Jordan. You heard me say the morning.
Yeah, if I'm leads for a little bit, I apologize.
Josh Hoover, in his third year as a starting quarterback for TCU, is from the greater Dallas area, set a single-season record with nearly 4,000 yards passing. Played very well in the postseason. Wanted to improve the decision-making once he gets outside the pocket. But, man, when he throws it, Sonny Dyke says, it looks like he was born to throw it.
TCU with the ball, 1st and 10 from the 25. Incomplete. McAllister on the grab. Good for about a gain of 11.
Robinson, number 6, can be a difference maker. Very explosive for Carolina's defense. And then House actually transferred with Steve Belichick, who was the defensive coordinator of Washington, came over to be in D.C. here for his father, and House came with him from Washington.
1st and 10, they're going to mark it up to 37. Short screen. And McAllister taken down after about a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. 5 minutes gone by in the first.
Obviously, with his father Art, known for that system where it's very, very fast with a tempo, multiple formations, trying to create a lot of confusion in their on-the-field heavy team. So, see how that matches up against Steve Belichick and his Carolina team.
Round for the first time.
To the ground, no dice.
You'll see him right here. What's interesting, he just keeps trying, just working back to the football. How about that defense? Flying to the football.
They gave him a yard on it. He see him good on 3rd down a year ago.
They're down in 7. Hoover fires incomplete. That's going to be a 3 and out. TCU forced to punt it away.
But I think he determined before that snap, they go to his go-to target, Eric McAllister, and missed the tight end there for the first down.
TCU wanted to find a way that it's Ethan Strong, senior from Australia, make sure the guys. Will already developed.
Deep punt will not be returnable. This one will go out near the 30. North Carolina will take over. 1st down and 10. CSI Miami. They just used CSI Miami. CBS was foolish to let go of CSI Miami. I'm sorry. They were absolute fools to ditch CSI Miami. Now look what's become of them. They become shadows of their former selves. So UNC will take over at the 35, 1st and 10.
Clorox is donating 2 million wipes to classrooms across America. Because at school and at home, it feels good.
Behind every DIY.
It's more help than you think.
Try this right thing, like.
Nice.
Sometimes help is delivered. And some things have just got to go.
Don't worry, these will go quick. What can we find for Two books together. Okay. Because do it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
What are you working on? The mission. Sneak inside. Give out Pepsi. Enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Wait, what's that? I don't know. But you're right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer,
Good to go.
but getting that trainer.
Megan trainer. I'm all about that.
This commercial again. Oh, lordy.
So don't settle for just any insurance. And there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
On Labor Day kickoff on ESPN, by Capital One, Blue Wallet, Otello, the mark of a fighter. When it comes to Super Bowl titles, no one's ever done it better than Bill Belichick. Also has a couple more as a defensive coordinator. Only 3 guys have won a Super Bowl and also won a national championship as a college coach. Pete Carroll, Jimmy Johnson, and Barry Switzer all doing it. I don't like suggesting that Carolina is going to that ditch here, but we are suggesting that's true. We are suggesting that's why it's here. Ultimately,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it could have started. This game could not have started any better. Okay.
First and 10 from the 35. UNC with the ball. There's second possession of the half. And flag comes in. So I'll start North Carolina. So that's going to set them back 5. Then Buchanan, the guilty party. So first and 15 from the 30. Single set backfield. And that run will go maybe 1. DeMont June on the carry. And there you see Freddie Kitchens, former coach of the Cleveland Browns. And Andy Avalos, TCU defensive coordinator. Second down upcoming. Will be about a 2nd and 15. Thought it was going to be 2nd and 14, but no. They're going to mark it no gain. 8:18 to play first quarter in Chapel Hill. Lopez escapes. A whistle. Wait, what? Hang on. Loss of 8. 3rd and 23 after the questionable sack. They need the 45 to convert. They'll mitigate some damage here. Gain 3. But it's going to be 3 plays and out. The penalty and the sack due in North Carolina on this drive. So it's going to be 3 and out. It was a gain of 2. So the punt team will come out for the first time for North Carolina. Managing as the punter, Jordan Dwyer back deep. Booming punt downfield should be returnable for Dwyer. And not returnable. This one will go out around the 37. Frogs will take over. next Monday, it's the NFL's return. Really gonna like that Monday night game, that Vikings-Bears matchup.
Only accept the highest quality. Because real life demands real ingredients. We make snacks that don't take shortcuts. Grass-fed and finished beef, 0 sugar, and up to 12 grams of protein. When life challenges you, take bigger bites. Chomps, take bigger bites. Learn more at chomps.com.
Fansville, special routines. Let's look.
Multiple functions. Evidence suggests a crime of passion.
Here's we have ourselves. The flat.
Those tech fans making me sick.
We got a composite.
Is that a duck with ice cold Dr. Pepper?
I see duck. It's a platypus. And a mascot always needs to be seen in that sense.
Get that friend!
College football, it's a pepper thing.
Just need that last video.
That's an awfully big file you got there. The big files, well, they don't download that fast. Rome wasn't built 2 minutes before class.
Oh, we're good. It's a Mac. You can just use AirDrop. Ready to do that?
Now you're McDonald's. You'll get more than you expect for breakfast. Like buy a sausage burrito and add a sausage McMuffin for $1. Because a late night double shift deserves an early morning. More than you expect with good fat.
I got this dream, and you're all in it.
Let's hear it.
With Wells Fargo Premier, a team can help you plan for free. I have this vacation home.
That's like a getaway.
Yeah, but also a keto-friendly artist retreat.
So you're expanding your business?
And our family. Can you help me plan for that?
Yeah, let's get started.
Ready to meet the dream team? You can with Wells Fargo. Ooh, is this an action movie?
You're in luck, folks. They're filming a car insurance commercial today.
Oh, that explains the mascot. Seriously, what's Shark have to do with insurance?
At NGM, we don't do mascots. We do what's right when things go wrong.
Nothing blew up.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NGM.
Came here to win a Big 12 championship, and I told my teammates I was going to be the quarterback here this year, and the way I grew up and worked and something. So that's all there was to it. I love TC, I love footwork, and never thought about it.
We love that.
It's great. Nico Iamaleava left Tennessee. Tennessee was interested in Hoover. Yeah, I talked to Josh's dad, Alex, today. He was so proud of that. He said he told his representative, I know what he's going to say. And that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. You see that over 3,900 yards. There's his dad right there, obviously here, excited to see what his son can do. But one of 2 returning quarterbacks from last year that threw for more than 25 touchdowns and over 3,900 passing yards. The other is Garrett Nussmeier. So gives you an idea of what he's capable of doing when he has time. Very talented quarterback.
Second possession for TCU, and it starts with a tackle for loss. They'll lose about 2, maybe 3. After that run went nowhere fast. It's a screen. They lost on 2nd and 11. Deep ball, 50-50 ball. And a flag down. That's going to be pass interference. Let's get the call, but I think this might be defensive PI. Yep, there it is. It's 15 yards. That's an auto first down. TCU saved by a penalty. Where's the interference? There. Got a hold of the jersey. You can't do that.
The discussion with the officials already calling defensive holding and pass interference on pop pass, get it quickly to the edge. Jordan Bailey, explosive guy. And, I think it was maybe four.
Think of a 4 on that one. Second down. Under 6 to play in the first. It's a 2nd and 6. TCU needs North Carolina 34. They'll take it to the ground. Kavorian Barnes marked about a yard or two short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and 1. Quick throw, and they're going to mark him right at the line to gain. 1st and 10 on the UNC 34. Hoover, 5 of 6 for 19. Down to 8 left on the play clock. 6-5. And Barnes again. Inside the 30. Gain of about 6. 3rd carry for Kavorian Barnes. 2nd down and 4. On 2nd and 4, deep ball. Right to the corner of the end zone. That's a touchdown. Jordan Dwyer.
Good job of bragging about Barnes. His willingness to run and get downhill. This time he does a nice job of stepping up and picking up this backward blitz. For the middle field safety, you got a one-on-one shot. And with Hoover's accuracy, look at that ball. Right over that outside shoulder, right exactly where Dwyer retreats to the line. And go get that touchdown. Great line, great shot on the home throws. 6 plays, 58 yards. Kyle Lemmerman, strong leg kicker. Little bit of a kicking issue with Lemmerman's first attempt of the night will be a PAT to tie it. What, Secretary sank that out.
And that kick is good. So things have tilted back in TCU's favor in terms of win probability. And are now at 55.4% to UNC's 44.6. It's 7-7, tied up. Hello, Snowman. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Let me show the comments on stage.
Obviously, most people know, vastly different now. There's no limits on transfer. You don't have to sit out when you transfer. You also have the revenue sharing there, so more of the players can be paid legally. So you have 40 guys coming as transfers that are able to sign or bring in, have an overall roster limit now. So they are among the top, the third most Power Four. West Virginia brought in a few more than that. Brought in more than anybody. So that's why you can overhaul your roster this quickly. But putting it together is tricky.
And interesting, we asked him, we sat out with him yesterday, Coach, now that you did 70 with a lot of the transfer portal, do you see that being the way of the future? Are you going to do it the way you built the Patriots, more with the draft and sprinkle in some free agents? He said that's exactly how we're going to do it. 26 and beyond, they just needed to try to make those changes to try to fill some holes right away. And there are a lot of them as far as what they had to work with. So moving forward, it's going to be more about trying to create the foundation with high school recruiting and then sprinkle in the transfer portal.
Well, to that point, for TCU has 48 players, and 33 of them are from high school. Right, 15 transfers. It's the second fewest in the Big 12. David Williams had a good start. The highly talented guy coming out of high school battled some injuries here at Chapel Hill. Short gain on first down. They look on score with stuff, and they moved Kelly back.
You got a second down upcoming. Second down and 9. Up run gain about 1. On second down and 9. Weak eye formation. Nowhere to go at all.
See them collapsing, not necessarily needing to get their safeties and linebackers flying downhill to get out of position. They're winning the battle at the line of scrimmage here these last couple drives.
Down to 3 to play in the first. It's third and 10. UNC needs a 35 to convert on this third down. Gio fires. Overthrown. Looked to have been pass interference, but no call. It's going to be 4th and 10. It's a 3 and out for the Tar Heels.
The first drive we didn't see anything. The last two drives is exactly what we saw, and it worked out perfectly.
They really couldn't stop the run last year. Their numbers as a pass defense very good in season ago, but mostly because people were able to run on them. Bearcats called for and made. Brown right back after the 44-yard punt. The All-State bus here in Chapel Hill helping us keep up with all the action.
So the Horned Frogs will take over.
Sure he held possession and watched that all day. Look at Notre Dame. They think they're going to no problem. Easy pick in the rain. Nope. Not with Daniels extending up with one hand, holds on to it to me. I hope he's December still looking back at that catch by him in that opening weekend. That was beautiful.
Transferred over to Daniels from LSU. Stand out at Liberty. Really didn't get it going last year, but boy, he got it going with that. How
about the ACC? Miami over Notre Dame, Florida State over Alabama, LSU and Clemson back and forth. LSU ended up winning.
1st and 10 from the 30. Jeremy Hain, no dice.
Multiple formations, that time going with a rare look with 2 backs in that backfield. Carolina not confused at all. Good job of getting off the box and getting in there and getting physical.
Cooper completed all 4 of his passes on the last.
Jeremy Payne on that last run. They'll go to the air. And that's going to be a first down. DJ Rogers on the grab. No running room at all that time. Kevorian Barnes on the run. No gain.
The end result is all that baseball that he played, the different arm angles.
Second down and 9 from the TCU 41. Minute 10 left in the first. Down to 8 on the play clock. They just get it off. Check down once, twice. Trying to scramble. Gains about 2, maybe 3. Brings up third down. Third down and 6. Third and 6 from the 44. Should be the final play of the quarter. And it's Manjack gets to the 50. They're going to mark him with the first down. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7 our score.
Bill Belichick makes his college football head coaching debut. He's in a battle with TCU. Wake up at 7 after 1.
Great news from Jeremy and Still. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's following up on meetings 23% faster. Jeremy.
Great. So I can tell the board that the company's more productive.
Oh, no. I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy and Sales is following up on meetings 23% faster.
Oh, Jeremy. Jeremy.
I never thought this would happen.
Never thought this would happen.
I never thought this would happen.
We got you. We got you.
We got you.
When the unexpected comes calling, call the one team prepared for what no one can predict.
We got you.
Serve like it never even happened.
Yes, I'm on road. They say GLP-1 to weight loss is a shortcut. It's not. It's science. It's a medicine my body needed. GLP-1s helped me lose 31 pounds. One app to hit my goals. This is healthcare. This is Roe. I'm Serena Williams, and I'm a real Roe member.
Check their new game day bet. Oh, snap! DirecTV.com. That's right. DirecTV is flexible with all those pro college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's favorite song. It's country. Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's country.
I'm a big rock. And while you're down there posing for pictures, I'm seeing a bigger picture from up here. And this little birdie's telling me it's time for this rock to roll. Photo bomb. And if you don't have the right insurance, this can really flatten your savings.
Awesome.
So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
The Colonel believed his KFC chicken sandwich should be huge on flavor. Tender chicken, crisp hairs, but with a tiny $3.99 price. Oh, and crumbs jammed next to that tiny price. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. A $3.99 KFC chicken sandwich.
We are back. The lineup is stacked.
Ernie, I need your help.
Project Odessa. I need you to stop it.
It's time as economy.
Bless your hearts and hold on to your butts.
What just happened? Like, what is even happening right now?
Sophomore year is gonna be lit.
What's that?
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday, September 16th. Light show in Chapel Grill. Welcome back to Capital One Labor Day kickoff on ESPN. It's kickoff week presented by.
Start of the second quarter in Chapel Hill at 7-7. North Carolina and TCU in Bill Belichick's collegiate coming out party. At midfield, it's Josh Hoover and the Horned Frogs. Hands it off. Bumbling forward, gains about 7, maybe 8. On 2nd and 3. Barnes got close. Don't know how they're going to measure it. They're going to mark him with a first down. 1st and 10. There goes Barnes again. Pickup of 9, 2nd down, and a little less than a yard. Kavorian Barnes. They can't get to Barnes in the backfield.
Belichick and Steve Belichick will not like that tackling. That's second and short.
Hoover, deep ball. DJ Rogers to the 12. And TCU in the red zone.
With his Carolina defense. They've got 14 now, first down to 10.
Corner in the end zone, incomplete. Offensive interference. That's going to be minus 10 yards. Oh, they take him with 15 yards. 1st and 25. And they pick up about 12 here to the 16. Second down and 13. Gain of 6 on that second down play. It's third down and 7 at North Carolina 10. 12 plays, 60 yards. Just about 6 minutes taken off the clock here by TCU. Hoover in trouble. Hoover fires. Incomplete. Fourth down and 7. This will bring on the field goal team.
One area that they felt like was one that Josh could improve in decisions, seeing the field outside. Playing, so it'll be a 27-yard field goal attempt, depending on this
A flag.
The offense.
Looks to be a false start, and it is. So that's going to push them back 5. It'll be about a 32, 33-yard attempt.
Last year was 15 out of 22. 3 out of 5 from this distance last year.
From 32 yards out. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and through the uprights. 10-7 TCU.
At Fairfield, every moment of perfect game day shapes your fandom. Whether it's stepping out with your crew, grabbing the fuel you need to support your team, or getting that flawless assist from a fellow fan. Be ready. Wherever the season takes you, Marriott Bonvoy has a hotel brand for every kind of fan. Official hotel partner of the NCAA.
With DoorDash Streaks, you rack up weekly discounts, so you win everything, but there's so much winning in it. A lot. Win every week with DoorDash Streaks. Opt in, order every Saturday, build the savings. Second time was 3. It's 255. I know.
Bobby Bowden?
As your host, I have some rules.
Nick Saban?
First hour is longer than 20 minutes. This is small. No game. No fun.
Oh, who are these coaches?
Starts growing. That's why we help you get everything you need and more.
Mind if I crash the party? Dak Prescott.
So help make the most of every gathering this fall.
Appreciate you guys.
Keep it in mind, might not see it coming. It's pre-diabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute pre-diabetes risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Be your own hero.
Every great story is born from the details. Our spring water is crafted from this pursuit. Sourced and bottled for the perfect taste, where every drop is as iconic as the stories that inspire us. Saratoga.
Renovation, meet innovation. With the Bath Fitter Permafit solution, we measure with laser precision so your tub fits perfectly over your old one. We install in a day with no demo or mess. Smart, cost-effective, and guaranteed for life. Bath Fitter. Just fits.
Ariel beer brought to you by Goodyear. For every legendary moment, still, always, and forever. Beautiful night here in Chapel Hill. Bill Belichick.
19 consecutive winning seasons for Bill Belichick. 17 division titles in 24 years, including 11 straight. 6 Super Bowl titles.
Chris Tolliver going to bring it out.
Gallmer. Tripped up, short of the 25, 1st and 10. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of jumbo since that first drive. I think North Carolina needs to get back to the jumbo set. That was Tripp's bunch. Oh, that looked like interference, but no call. There's the interference. I saw a grab of the jersey. Yep. He grabbed the jersey. Can't do that. They should have called it. Gio Lopez not running anywhere. Another long 3rd down situation.
Getting more negative plays, whether it's sacks or tackles for a loss, getting teams behind the sticks, and we've seen it in 3 straight series for the Horned Frogs defense in the Indianapolis.
Wood and Hall.
3rd and 13. They need the 32 to convert. Absolutely no running room there. They did pick up about 4, so it's 4th down. It'd be 4th and about 9. This will bring on the punt team.
No chance at all. That's 3 straight 3 outs for TCU.
They'll punt it off. Fair catch made around the 31.
Is that necessary?
No. Neither is missing your daughter's competition to do payroll. When Paycom employees do their own payroll, so you don't have to miss your daughter's big day. John, get Paycom and make the unnecessary unnecessary.
When Verizon gives you a free phone on any plan, Gemini, show me the concealer. You use AI a lot.
The long, thin tube in the middle.
Yes. Boyfriend of the year. Say a lot. We met a lot. Gemini, is my house plan leaning away because it hates me?
Nothing personal. It's leaning away for more sunlight.
Come here, girl. Gemini, we need pointers on my downward dog. We get it. It's a Google Pixel 10 Pro from Verizon. Oh, appreciate you.
Summer fun is around every turn at the all-new Dave & Buster's. With never before seen games like Hot Wheels Victory Lap. Many items including turbocharged ticket fighters and a nationwide race with players across the country. Zoom up the new leaderboard and race toward exclusive prizes before they race off without you. So rev those engines and win on all cylinders at the all-new Dave & Buster's.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest. The cold lager, cold filter, cold packaged one. Mountain cold refreshment. Coolers Light. Choose chill.
We're here. Progressive's accident response detected an accident and sent for help.
Did we beat him? Where's Superman?
Well,
We did it!
yeah, I don't think car insurance is really his thing. Not with us around.
Yeah, I already called a tow truck that started your bike.
Guess not all heroes wear capes.
Yep, somewhere.
Don't say that out loud, okay? Yikes.
Surprised, honestly, about how quickly it's come together. The buy-in's great, the work ethic's great. They've improved a lot. Again, we have a long way to go. I'm not saying we're anywhere close to being good right now, but we're certainly we've made a lot of progress, and the players have made great effort. So I want to give them that same effort back, and we'll see where it takes us.
He said it'd be 3 or 4 games where you really do exactly what he had. It certainly wasn't punting on this game, but that the growth would take a while. Some of that would be game action.
You bring 70 new players in, even if you're the greatest coach to ever do it, it's going to take some time to gel. It takes some time to really understand what you have, like you said. The way this game started, it looked like, he said he didn't want to say they were good yet, but they looked pretty good. I know it's all of us. I know what was good, that opening script. Yeah. It looked rocking. Yeah, no preseason football, which he's used to. Fires and he has another completion.
Another completion.
We were wondering how hands-on he'd be with his team, and I can tell you this, on their final walkthrough last night, they're going over special team situations, and none other than Bill Belichick is acting as the team long snapper. Yes, he was snapping the football, making sure his team was ready for every situation on special teams.
1st and 10. Approaching North Carolina territory already, and that one is well overthrown and complete.
Like they need to do if they're going to achieve the goal of being like the 33rd NFL franchise.
One of the things in the NFL is about is finding matchups, creating those matchups, and attacking them. And Steve and Bill Belichick obviously very, very dialed in on that. And what I've seen from Kendall Briles is going away from the owner, number one, Thaddeus Dixon, and going after the Marcus Smart and Tommy.
2nd down and 10. Strong eye formation. Simpson on the stop. That run went nowhere. 3rd down. How did he get that? Jordan Dwyer, how did he get that? That's an Odell Beckham play.
make a play on that, it's going to go out of bounds. Just hit it right. That's it on that right shoulder.
On 2nd and 7, they go to the ground. They gain about 4. 3rd down upcoming. 7.5 to play in this first half. They're marking a gain of 5. 3rd down and 2. To the ground, and they're going to pick up the first and a little more.
Traffic with that block by the left guard 60. He's able to find enough to reach that first down. Out number 23, drives right again.
Horned Frogs just outside the red zone. They flush him out of the pocket. Dwyer again.
Into the end zone, but there was had to go down, so he misses Bailey, who's got a little bit of a stutter before he went to the middle. Bring up another 3rd down.
3rd down upcoming. Third down and 4 inside the red zone. TCU 4 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. North Carolina has to stop them on this 3rd down. And it's picked off! You talk about stops on 3rd down? Yeah, that's an enormous stop on 3rd down. Got the tip, 50-50 ball, interception.
Waiting for Steve Belichick last year, and he makes a huge play.
At Burger King, we don't listen to celebrities. We listen to you. Their next creation is here. The Crispy Onion Whopper. It's got the crisp, the crunch, the bacon, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
The Madness family were having battery issues, but an AutoZoner helps them find the right Duralast battery. Don't miss the end of summer sale with great deals and rewards. Now until September 22nd.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo traps. Zevo 4/7 to kill 99.9% of bugs traps for effortless protection. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
What causes a current disappearing illnesses? Is there someone I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that.
But there's not somebody for Baroni's disease. Find a urologist specialist who treats PD at goGetSomebody.com.
Shop the Labor Day sale at Sherwin-Williams and transform your space with color. Get 35% 25% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $31.84. Hurry in August 22nd to September 4th. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
The UPS store isn't known for just a shipping store. We're the packing, shipping, guarantee. Our business takes a lot of grit, so we're the We've Got Your Back store. Because when you trust us to pack it and ship it, we'll do it so it'll get into the hands of your customers safely, which is why we're the Stand By Our Word guaranteed store. And get 20% off print services today.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing panoramic lane belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
Rates Fever
On ESPN.
I think 136 teams from all on the same thing. Glory! Then throw it into the globe. A few underestimated elements. One, street. Now, buckle up for the wild world of college football. North Carolina.
First 4 drives, a touchdown, and then 3 punts. They'll start going on the ground. It's a gain of about 5. And they don't call the hold.
That he was frustrated during that scramble to the right of Hooper. There were a couple of holes. We went back and looked, and clearly, even after the 5th, he's still letting the officials know.
Marking a gain of 4, second down and 6. Under 5 to play in the second. They go back to Jumbo. One, maybe 2 on that run. It'll be third down at about 4 or 5. We're marking it 3rd and 4. Third and 4. Gio Lopez is picked off. And that's going to be a pick 6. But a flag is down. I think this one might be getting called back.
The young quarterback Lopez, being a veteran safety, gave a big cushion to make him feel like he's got the easy throw for the first down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Scoring team number 21. 15-yard penalty will be forced on the kickoff.
It's unsportsmanlike conduct.
One interception away from TCU's all-time record. They costly turnover for Gio Lopez and the Tar Heels here inside 4 minutes to play in the first half.
Where Bud Clark completely showing his experience and just baiting Lopez on that 3rd down play to think he had what he needed for the first down. 3rd and about 5. He had a cushion at about 7 or 8 yards. Gave him a pre-snap look like you got what you need. And then drove down it.
And that kick is good. 17-7 TCU.
Sitting back here waiting to see if he can make the quarterback into a throw. And it does a good job of breaking on the ball, almost anticipating that this throw is coming out. And it just steps in front. Man, And that I said, that's experience, that great athletic ability, and then that's knowing the down and do sticks. Knows exactly where it needs to be because he knows where the sticks are. He knows the ball's going to be coming out right around the sticks. And it's timed it up perfectly. An important thing for this defense was decided to come back and play another year instead of going to the pros. Belichick after Carolina stopped the drive with an interception. Surprised we've not seen a little bit more of Gio Lopez, quarterback in the run game. You know, whether it's zone read, quarterback power, just something to try to even the numbers at the line of scrimmage. Really hasn't run the ball at all today. He's got 3 carries for negative 14 yards. A lot of that's just sack yards. So I think we saw maybe the opening drive one time it was a design run, but be surprised to see Freddie Kitchens maybe go to that, try to slow down this confident TCU defense. North Carolina checked the good field position. He took off coming to the 20. Gulliver's going to get it to the 35 if we check in with Holland.
Well, after the opening drive, TCU's defense has really shut things down.
Okay, 1st and 10 for North Carolina. They need something here.
Tips, get any tip you can get when you got 70 new players and nobody agree. And Sonny also checked with a couple of Bill's former players that had Texas Tech time. I asked him, really did you want us to? You were
That's going to be a gain of about 3 on 1st down.
Side where they had those 3 linemen to the left of the center. Push anyway.
2nd down and 7. They need the 45 to convert. They've gone back to jumbo. 1st down and more. That's a gain of about 10.
Yeah, when they get that going, you go back to 1st and 10 play action or RPO.
Again, jumbo set. 1 in motion. Hood into TCU territory, gaining 3, maybe 4.
High school, college, South Alabama. He's looking over at signs. It's been a learning experience for him. It's different. You got to command the huddle. You're looking in the eyes of 10 teammates and you got to call the play and say it the way that you believe this play is going to.
And we have reached the 2-minute warning. 17-7 TCU.
This is a You Pick 2 meal. 1/2 Green Goddess chicken cob, 1/2 chicken bacon rancher. This pair is straight up delicious. Whatever you're feeling, pick your You Pick 2. It just meals good at the nickel.
Did you know taking Zyzol at night relieves allergies while you sleep? So you wake refreshed for a more productive day. Get 24-hour continuous relief that does not fade. Do Zyzol, take Zyzol at night.
It's that time of year again. The real New Year is almost here. Whether it's lunchtime with lunchables or after school with Kraft mac and cheese, game day with Capri Sun. Or snack time with Jell-O. We're wishing you all a happy school year.
All the fluffy, flavorful goodness. All the best values. For all your folks, every day, all starting at $7.99. Only at Cracker Barrel.
I'm a Modelo recruiter, and I'm always scouting for full-time fans. Check out this year's recruits. Team transfer, married into the team, but acts like he's married to the team. A playmaker can get the ball through the uprights without setting foot on her feet. The early season hopeful doesn't hope that this is her team's year. No, so these fans deserve a Modelo because football is elite football without a league.
Oh, I gotta say something serious. When I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet.
A car that doesn't truly transport you is a car that stops short of amazing. At the Lexus Motor Opportunity Sales Event, get offers on select models.
Bro, all the money, the unpredictability. Yeah, it's time we instate a commissioner.
Introducing the commissioner of coverage, the Aflac Duck.
Commissioner, when health insurance falls short, who pays you cash and help with your medical bills?
The commissioner has spoken.
I love that talk.
It helps with expenses. Health insurance doesn't cover with official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day. Y'all glad about it at work.
So by halftime report, Matt Barry, Desmond Howard, that first half highlights, and look ahead to Michigan and Oklahoma.
They look serious.
Over there.
They look very serious.
Casual Monday for Desmond. No fouls.
It is.
North Carolina tried to put something on the board before the half. Gio Lopez pulls it down, going to run with it. Gio is knocked down just short of the 45. Mel Johnson's had himself a game tonight and very active in his front defense.
Yeah, Johnson at times just hearing the quarterback almost like a spy. You know, the last time Gio.
Minute 40 to play. North Carolina with the ball. We're in the second quarter. It's 3rd and 3. Gio's last completed pass was an hour and 15 minutes ago. Bad snap. Deep ball. Ship was covered.
Now you got the slot fade, but really good coverage. I'm telling you, TCU with the speed they have on the back end, that was Jordan, the transfer from Texas. They just don't feel threatened. They have been stride for stride in phase on those deep balls.
Look, that's why we brought up the center a couple of times tonight. That was Chad Lindbergh. We're certainly not picking on him. He's never done it. Transfer from Lions. He's never done it before. And they were concerned about the shotgun snap, especially the third down. Yeah, we'll get there. Now they've got a problem with handling the snap, but a really good job to get that punt out of there.
Great job to get that punt out of there. And they're going to down it near the 25.
And just like you say, just to recover that and get it out. Well, actually, the snap was actually, this felt pretty good. He did it right. He slipped through his hands. Lucky it bounced off his thigh, gave him a chance, and boy, so close.
This should take us to the end of the second quarter.
Bill's baby. You know, he loves special teams, worked very hard on them, but they an unfortunate operator error from McGinnis. Could have been much, much worse. But now with 53 seconds, TCU has it 80 yards away from the end zone. It's down completion.
Well, you got a veteran quarterback, a good group of receivers. You got 3 timeouts. So even though they're starting at their own 20, they're thinking at the very least trying to get in the field goal range, especially with Kendall Briles' aggressive mindset.
B.J. Rogers, that big tight end.
Second down and 7. And they get out of bounds.
McAllister won for TCU. They're their best receiver, 6'3". He's been moving inside and outside, and everywhere he goes, Thaddeus Dixon is following him. So it's one-on-one. 2 of the better players on the field. Carolina not leaving McAllister alone.
Going to the ground, but nope. And timeout taken by TCU.
Season of Monday Night Football is on the way. September 8th, 5 games in 8 Eastern time on ESPN, ABC, ESPN Deportes, and the all-new app. And Eli back on ESPN2. Scott Van Pelt and the guys start coverage of Monday Night Countdown. They're through at Soldier Field. That'll crank up at 6 o'clock Eastern time, 5 in the greater Chicagoland area.
Yeah, Ben Johnson leaving Detroit as the offensive coordinator, becomes the head coach to help Caleb Williams. Got some good pieces around Caleb Williams. Really exciting to see what the Bears can do. J.J. McCarthy era starting in Minnesota. What a great way to open up Monday Night Football. That'd be a good one.
The Ramses and the fellas here in Chapel Hill really need to keep TCU from packing on some more points. 17-7 lead. The Bronx have scored the last 17 after Carolina took the opening kickoff march right down the field, went up 7-0. Since that's been all TCU. They've been pushing the fire. The Chiefs just beat the for the boundary very wisely, and the clock stops.
Clock stops at 31 seconds.
Back to the boundary against Allen and Conley. A lot of times, like I said, you see Wire get his opportunities. He had 7 receptions to lead TCU. Most of it's been up against number 29 with a soft push it into the boundary. It's almost like Carolina's okay with giving that up. They just want to give up the potential explosive play. That's why they got Thaddeus Dixon following McAllister.
Completion and into field goal range.
And Deary, the center, gets a little bit downfield there on that RPO. The linebacker came down. Good decision by
Hoover. Short screen. Fires complete.
You know, and kind of the year of the quarterback as far as inexperienced quarterbacks, 7 of the top 10 this past weekend. Quarterbacks for the first time starting at that school. It's just another example of having a veteran quarterback, a guy that's played a lot for his school.
Down to 13 seconds left in the second.
3 timeouts, able to kind of navigate, move down the field, easily at field goal range. B.J. Rogers, it's like everything they do, his mind's working quick enough that he quickly has an answer. So not only they get a field goal range,
In timeout.
9 seconds left, still the 1 timeout. You think you'd like to think of maybe taking a shot or 2, maybe into the end zone.
Now they forward. Caleb Wood ended the drive with a 9-yard run, finished the second play, 83-yard drive with a touchdown. This jumped the
It really got Hoover going, and I think the TCU offense, and on the other side, Gio Lopez, after that opening drive, just trying to find the footing in getting a rhythm to their own offense, and that pick six obviously put them in an even bigger hole. But it's been an impressive drive here to end this first half by TCU.
What do you expect to see in terms? Got to assume they're taking one shot to the end zone. What are they going to try to do?
Well, you can go for verse. You just want to take some shots and try to create some vertical space here in a tight window inside 20. If you get rid of it quick enough, then you have one play for
down to 10 seconds. Good coverage that time, incomplete. Clock down to 6 seconds.
Potentially down 13. TCU gets the ball to start the second half as well. Lemmerman
brings up Kyle Lemmerman.
A 20-7 lead after Lemmerman caps off that waning moments of the first half drive. And the Horned Frogs will get the ball to start the second half. It looked for a second as if there might be a second or two remaining on the clock here in the first half.
20-7 at the half.
20 consecutive points. And Holly Roll is with Sonny Dykes.
Well, Coach, after that opening drive, your defense has really settled in. What changed for them in this game?
Yeah, we got a little on our heels on that opening drive. Got settled in. We just started playing. Man, we've made the mistakes down the red zone right now. Otherwise, it could have pulled away a little bit. But for the football, we got a turnover down there, and that hurt us.
It's been a fun matchup watching Eric McAllister go against their number one. Two number ones kind of canceling each other out. How has Joshua read the field and found other guys?
He's done a great job. I mean, it all starts with the protection. Offensive line really protected well. And, you know, guys are making plays, and we've had a chance to distribute to a bunch of different guys, and they're stepping up.
Thank you, Coach.
Holly, Sonny, thank you. For Sonny's point, Hoover 20 of 25, 193 yards in the touchdown pass, and the Horned Frogs with a 20-7 lead. That's the end of the first half here in Chapel Hill. The Starbucks halftime report is coming up right after these messages.
They say choice is the ultimate luxury, and now it's yours with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 upgrading spices. Don't choose on the $5 classic buys, the liquid lavish classics, with $7 for $3, packed with decadent flavors. Or the $9 discovery box, now featuring the indulgent cheesy street surrounds. Nice bucks. $5, $7, and $9 upgrading spices, only at Taco Bell.
It's football season. No matter who you cheer for, we all agree how much college sports mean to us. But it's at risk. Dramatic changes are causing nearly every athletic department in America to operate in the red, forcing cuts, putting women's sports and Olympic dreams in immediate danger. The solution? Congress must modernize the Sports Broadcasting Act. That single change will generate the funding needed to protect all sports at all schools. Let's save college sports before the clock runs out.
A place for each one of us. Leave a heel print on the world around us. Where the success of the team.
Where North Carolina did right was poking away at the TCU defense, the opening drive with jumbo sets. Once they diverted away from the jumbo set, they let TCU get comfortable, and their defense became stifling.
AAA for insurance and roadside assistance, so she's covered. Jim does not have AAA, which means time to look on hold with his insurance. First date, running late. Next time, take a note, Rebecca. On the plus side, get more from insurance with AAA.
Welcome into the Starbucks halftime report. Plenty of energy on hand tonight at Phoenix Stadium. It was a perfect debut to start the game for Bill Belichick. Welcome in, Desmond Howard and Matt Gary with you.
No, not yet. I believe it's halftime, though.
We saw the Tar Heels come out. Looking like they were ready for this game. The story coming in. 6-time Super Bowl champ Bill Belichick for the first time ever. And college head coach, 34 years to the day, when his head coach debut in the NFL. This is Gio Lopez to Jordan Ship. I tell you, when Carolina came out, they were in the rhythm. They were pouring through TCU's defense like a hot knife through. Senior's been here for a while. UNC leads 7-0. Yes, sir. Carried the man to the end zone. Up ahead. Randy Moss is excited about it. But I want you to keep an eye on this, Deb, because we were sitting there on the sidelines watching the game. The first drive, 7 plays, 83 yards. Everything was perfect. Right. That's what they've done since. 17 plays and just 20 yards. Yeah, 17 plays, 20 yards. That's not going to get it. I tell you what, I thought that TCU got a lot more after that first drive. They're starting to control the trenches. And speaking of TCU, the offense, you knew Josh Hoover, you knew these frogs under Sonny Dykes going to come out and score points, and they did just that. The story of this game, they showed Michael Jordan early. The Jordan making noise tonight is Jordan Dwyer. What did you make of this PI call on Marcus Allen? I was standing right there, right in front of that play, and I didn't see any contact from the defensive back. I thought that was an egregious ball. He should have picked up the flag. I've seen some, but the sixth that probably should have been called in here. Hoover to Dwyer. That was perfect. That was a dime he dropped in the bucket right there. All right, so no mistakes to this point. Gio Lopez, they had put the ball, they've taken it themselves. That cost him, but toward the start, 17-7 Frog. Never come late and behind the receiver on the foot down route. Cardinal says right there. So the defense for TCU puts them up 17-7. You take a look at the first half stats. With a field goal at the end, 20-7, 247 yards to just 103 to North Carolina. So Desmond, there's all kind of energy in here. This place has been a rock. They're 51,000 strong. Yeah. North Carolina gets out to the Urban League. Right. How do you get back in this game after it seemingly feels like everything was sucked out after the first drive? Man, I think you have to get back down to the basics. I think it comes down to physicality up front. TCU, I spoke to some players on the sideline. They said we're bringing a different level of physicality to the game. After that first drive, we settled down, we regrouped, and then we got back to TCU type of football, meaning control the trenches. That's right. Offensive line and defensive line. They're going to have to make some adjustments, North Carolina, coming out of halftime. And they also mentioned the pregame show, the Bill Belichick. Yeah. They made feel a little bit disrespected. Absolutely. We're talking about TCU. Absolutely. They came up to him knowing that he was the only one that picked TCU in the pregame. There's still a whole half to play football, but at least right now, TCU has come on the road in their opening game. They got a much hyped atmosphere for a new head coach. They carried the lose 20-7 at the half. Thanks a large part. I tell you what, Hoover had the feeling coming in. This pass
there.
It's a point. Right back at the Frog. 20-7 against North Carolina.
This halftime report is presented by the Starbucks Coffee Company.
I don't get this pumpkin spice craze. I just don't. Yeah, no?
Decades of hard work to buy a home. But the truth is, the work doesn't stop there. At Rocket Mortgage, we believe your home is an active investment, not a passive one. So let's put it to work. Renovations, extensions, even buying the next property.
When you with Rocket Mortgage, you unlock new doors for your family to walk through. Get started today with smarter tools and guidance from real mortgage experts. Find out how at rocketmortgage.com. Gold Bond believes touch says everything. It says, I got you. Ever. Gold Bond. Get a touch with irresistible touchable skin.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't say this. George Barker, my boss. Go Dogs. Checking Allstate first was smart. Barking at my boss.
Not smart.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. It's true. The Colonel lived so he could chicken it. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and witches. And done. Is this a house?
Yeah, it's a powerhouse. A powerhouse for ACC football. Powerhouse Cup, baby.
I think that's a metaphor.
It's quarterbacks, best matchups, best bang. Oh, is this a powerhouse? Powerhouse. How many rooms? 17, obviously, plus a fan cave.
Wow, okay. Pretty sure it's a metaphor.
What makes it a powerhouse? Watch. Powerhouse.
Welcome back to the Starbucks halftime report.
We're so happy to have you back, college football.
First round.
Number one ball that they're born to navigate. LSU begins to celebrate here in Clemson, South Carolina. I can't wait to get on the plane and head back to Death Valley, baby.
You know what I love about Labor Day weekend? It's the cherry on top, it's the Tabasco on your grits, the beer to chase on top. It really makes it special. So as we wrap it up tonight with TCU USC second half on the way, let's look back a little bit to week one. What has stood out to you so far as you're playing football on Thursday?
The game last night, Miami. Spent a lot of time watching him a year ago playing in Georgia. He just didn't look like the same quarterback that he looked like last night. Receivers making plays for him. He was very, very comfortable. He was in rhythm. Seems like that surgically repaired right elbow is okay. I love what I saw from Miami against Notre Dame. But it's like a lot of questions coming in about Carson back, right? Whether the Carson back 2 years ago at Georgia was going to be the guy we saw last night, but that is no. Who else stood out to you? So outside of Carson back, I also like LSU. I think that Blake Baker, they went to the transfer portal, brought in a lot of other players in the back end, the secondary. I think it's paid off. They went to Death Valley. They're going Clemson, the team that a lot of analysts think may win a national championship. To go down to Clemson, right? He wasn't like, special, but he played a great game as far as what they needed him to do to get that W. But I love that defense, that Blake Baker defense. Played a tough game to get it. That's fine. I think one of the bigger things going to look out with LSU, number one, they snapped a 5-game season opening to get everything. Maybe more important. Right Kelly's been there for 4 years now. It's the first time he's won a season opener since he's been in Baton Rouge. Who knows how that can catapult this team loaded with talent? You said the defense again, that's fine. One of the better quarterbacks in the country, a veteran that showed up. When we return to the Starbucks halftime report, we will preview one of the big ends coming up and where college game day is headed. That's later at the half. TCU, North Carolina.
Just that time of year when the allergies kick in again.
It's everything to take on the wild. Stay wild. With a tremendous out. Go for it. They gotta go for this. Oh, season it was question yourself. Why didn't you go with your home for 2 seconds? They're going for those. You got that race pays off. 2 seconds. Overdose.
City where you can experience everything from the stockyards to the stock exchange, from the Lone Star State to the global stage, where some of the happiest students in the nation embrace tradition, and elevate the future. Only here. Share a class with 25, a stadium with 50,000, and a mascot with 9. Where discovery meets community, integrity meets innovation, and Horned Frogs lead on for life. Only here, TCU. No matter.
One more episode, cream on the right. We crushed the whole series. Yes. Oh, that was really good. Oreo, stay playful.
Your mind might not see it coming. It's pre-diabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute pre-diabetes risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Be your own hero.
Every great story is born from the details. Our spring water is crafted from this pursuit. Sourced and balanced for perfect taste, where every drop is as iconic as the stories that inspire us in Saratoga.
Renovation, innovation. With the Bath Fitter Permafit solution, we measure with laser precision so your tub fits perfectly. With watertight walls that are ground-free and can clean. Smart, cost-effective, and guaranteed for life. Bath Fitter. It just fits.
This halftime report is presented by the Starbucks Coffee Company.
College game days coming to your city. Norman, Oklahoma for Michigan at OU. Brent Venables and company. Get to host the Free Bear Show and all the sports. Saturday 9 a.m. Eastern on ESPN. What to look for in that one? Bryce Underwood, the true freshman. Highly anticipated piece of the whole crazy bit. With more passing yards than any Michigan player having a game last season. I don't know if it's more about last season. On the other, or the combination of both. Yeah. Here. He also set a record for a quarterback debut at Oklahoma. He beat that at Baker Mayfield. You know, by now Baker went on to win the Heisman Trophy. So this one earlier, this is kind of a sneaky game for both of these teams to see what they really are going into the season. It really is, and that's the beauty of it, because now you get to go up against a quality opponent, someone people respect and see just how good you are as a unit. I was at the Michigan game 2 nights ago. Watched Bryce Underwood, his first start. I mean, he looks the part, played extremely well, played under control. For a freshman, a true freshman, very poised. Love the way he was throwing the ball far. Him a 10.
Now 5 away from the second half of this one.
That's going to be a huge matchup. Michigan versus Oklahoma heading north. Well, that's just it with Oklahoma. You know, there's Brent Venables. He's got his defensive background. They didn't have anything on offense last year. They wanted to take that step. It appears they did that in week 1. Justice Kane, running back Michigan. Yeah. He was really the guy that kind of set the pace last. He really did. He set the pace. He had a nice run for a touchdown. Actually had 2 touchdowns that night. It's still going to be a 1-2 punch with the running back for him and George Marshall. So it's still going to be smash football for Michigan offense. Michigan men running the football. Get ready to watch that show next week, College Game Day in Norman, as we are getting set for the second half. Here in Chapel Hill is TCU. It's early on, 20-7. So, let's go, Fred. Come on. So, woo!
unrelenting itch. When moderate to severe eczema is uncontrolled despite treatment, get itch relief fast and skin clearance that lasts. Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key symptoms of eczema. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take. If you experience hives, don't plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvio today.
The new crafted flats from Pizza Hut. 5 hand-crafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New crafted flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
At Fairfield, every moment of a perfect game day shapes your fandom. Whether it's stepping out with your crew, grabbing the fuel you need to support your team, or getting that flawless assist from a fellow fan. Be ready. Wherever the season takes you, Marriott Bonvoy has a hotel brand for every kind of fan. Official hotel partner of the NCAA.
If your grandpa wears one of these, if your husband wears these on the weekend, if your mom wore this, or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who serve. Count on us. Count on USAA. See if you can join USAA today.
And done. Is this a house? No, it's a powerhouse. Powerhouse coffee, baby. Who does that for? It's quarterbacks, best matchups, best fans. Oh, is this a powerhouse? Powerhouse. How many rooms? 17, obviously, plus a fan cave. Wow, okay. Pretty sure it's a metaphor. What makes it a powerhouse? Watch. Powerhouse.
Watching Kickoff Week, presented by Modelo. Welcome back to the Capital One Labor Day Kickoff on ESPN. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. Debut night for Bill Belichick as the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. Got off to a scintillating start. Opening drive with the Belichick era. Marched 83 yards, took a 7-0 lead. And then it's been all TCU. Rich Davis saying Kirk Street here. Holly wrote down on the sideline for us that TCU really answered.
All right, second half about to get started in Chapel Hill.
Everything has changed drastically, favoring Josh Hoover and a TCU Horned Frogs.
Yes, that one will go out of the end zone or a touchback.
Very accurate, and when he's had time, he's had more progressions. Shown a lot of maturity. Now he's played a lot of football, especially a year ago. And here's the accuracy. Use the motion to move the defensive back. Creates one-on-one on that left side.
Cowboys are poverty.
The interception. It's a big drive in the North Carolina defense. Now, once the Capital One rewarding performance, and this is
Big time drive for Carolina defense, and they fail miserably. That's a house call. Kevorian Barnes. The commentator's jinx strikes again.
We've got to be able to run the ball for this offense to work, and it's a great way to start this second half. It's a pretty good TCU debut for Barnes, who the Conference USA Freshman of the Year at UTSA and has a career-long touchdown run.
27-7 TCU. Wow. What a way to start the half for the Horned Frogs.
Shot, great effort, love to see from a receiver who's known for the movement and big catches. It's an offensive line that's been with confidence throughout this game. And showing a transfer from UTSA, just putting it there with physicality, showing you he can take it to the house. Good job by his teammates opening that up. The longest rush for the season, 22, and they played for the national. You have 7-8 months to try to get through winter conditioning and spring football and the camp. You have a goal of where we need to get better, and then you see it play out right before your eyes in an opening game against Bill Belichick. 111 yards. They were really impressive the way he played in camp. They wanted him to seize that running back position to give the boys the downhill runner that Holly talked about in the first half. Went downhill, they hit the seam and turned on the speed. Now, North Carolina can answer dangerous run man. It's Chris Hubbard.
Now, North Carolina needs to answer right here.
Players were yelling, start over, trying to get some energy back for this second half. But after that long touchdown run, kind of took the air out over here on the Tar-Heels sideline. The offensive line just started clapping. They've got to get out there and make some noise. They did such a good job on that opening drive. They want to get back to the use of the football right now. They need some energy right here. You can see them trying to take the field now.
Since that opening drive, they run 17 plays, 20 yards, 1 first down, haven't converted a third down, punching 4 times, and throwing a pick 6. Haven't completed a pass since that opening drive.
Lopez. Yo, taking it himself, gains 3, maybe 4.
TCU been mixing up their looks, trying to create some confusion for the transfer from South Alabama.
2nd down and 7 for the Tar Heels. Gio Lopez will gain 3 more. Should be a 3rd and manageable. I remember the last time we said it was a 3rd and manageable. Ended up being an interception. 3rd down and 4.
So far in this game. Last season under previous regime, what do they need to stay on the field on offense here? Benjamin always leads almost as soon as he got the football.
And that run went nowhere.
Down for the Tar Heels. And this is just the worst package rate. 53. The linebacker doesn't make the play, but just by pushing him back, it makes the back have to redirect, and it allows the rest of the defense to swarm to the football. This handle was snap earlier.
Clean snap this time. And fairly caught around the 14.
How do we choose? I know.
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky
Essence is like a light serum that's popular here.
Which one? Now this is the tip.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond, with airless tires designed for exploring new frontiers. Michelin, motion for life.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A pretzel is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun is crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Your guests read for the testimonial. Let's take a selfie.
What's that?
Not that you would, but you could. Nissan, number one in new vehicle quality.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her, and I work with the cops.
Winning even before he became a head coach, and Lawrence Taylor, North Carolina legend, was a big reason why. Belichick loves LT. They were together. They came by our college game day basketball show when they were here in the spring, and there is one of the greatest to ever play defense at any level of football. Lawrence Taylor. I think he's the best.
I think he's the best. Yeah.
There's some great ones. Yeah,
man. LT.
Speaking of LT, you've got TCU running back suddenly looking like their version of LT. Jeremy Payne.
Jeremy Payne leading the way there. Can be first down.
They were trying to get their first victory over Carolina and a 20-point lead early in the third.
Last time TCU had a 100-yard running back was Monty Bailey back in the 23 season. He had 150 yards. And tonight, Barnes had already at 111 after that big run.
You're back to their second battle into Jeremy Payne now as Barnes having that long run to the net. Payne is a guy that they tried to use like that.
And this time that run and short screen get nowhere.
There's a lot of hype. Everyone's excited. Belichick coming into college football. 7-0 new players. You're down 27-7. This game's been going sideways since the opening drive. So when you look at TCU, you got Mike Clark, you got Josh Hoover, you got a veteran team. You got some players that you can count on for leadership. With 70 new players, when you get down in the opening week, who's that guy? Who are the leaders of this team that can help you believe you can fight back and get back into this game?
Payne, first down and more.
Defense is leveraging the football. And North Carolina does a pretty good job of that. Look at those two defenders. He splits them. That's poor tackling
North Carolina. And I think Bill Belichick and Steve Belichick, they really pride themselves, whether it's NFL or college, in this day and age where some head coaches, they don't believe in that. They want to be careful tackling too much, especially in camp, getting ready for week one. In North Carolina, they want to be tough. They want to be fundamentally sound and all the things they work on. So that's an area that they're going to have to really improve. Once again, another big tackle to the catch. Continue to not go at Thaddeus Dixon and go right towards Marcus Allen. He's got these TCU, the receivers are making 29 in blue. Whether he sits back and gets a cushion or he gets up tight, they're working at it.
And that one's dropped. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Got way worse. Constant practice time. That couldn't be pleasant.
Now, I'm one of those guys. If I look at poison ivy, I got it. So not destroying that story.
20-15. Inside the 15.
Is starting to lean on them, but
And this one's getting yanked back 10. It'll be a hold on TCU, yanking back 10.
We have tight shots. I say there's 14 on the edge. They're just grabbing onto the safety. When you look at the quarterback, you look at his eyes, you see the confidence that he's playing with. It gives you an idea what kind of night the offense is having. Josh Hoover and this offense definitely, after the opening drive, they found a rhythm. He's 24 and 30 for 227. Second and 20.
2nd and 20, that's well overthrown.
Susceptible it is to spreading. So if you have any contact with
I'm chuckling, but I wasn't quite scratching and looking for Calamine lotion.
And no, not a Jackson dart.
What you see is a linebacker that ends up blitzing, showing blitz, dropping, and the result is look at the open space. Nobody reroutes him. He's just walking. That's almost like it gets answered. Big hit comes in there late. But you can see all that space in the middle of that defense. Good quick read by Hoover being decisive to get that ball out of his hands. And how about Curtis holding onto that ball despite that big hit?
Oh, very sweet. Come back.
Some things are just too important to miss out on. The GLE and GLE Coupe from Mercedes-Benz.
Every owl has something to protect. I don't think I'm doing this right. Al John. You got a bit of makeup? Alan Hagen. I'm not going to spend my retirement on land. Owls who start a business. He's the boss now. Pass it down. Competitive owls.
It's actually Allie.
Weird owls. My friends think I'm normal. Wherever you are, you've got something.
Oh, hey there, Milo Murphy.
Investment, retirement, and insurance know-how. Prudential can help protect your life's work. There you are. Who's your rock?
He's already homesick.
Google can't turn Indiana into Arizona, but it can help.
My dorm room is bleak. What are some things I can do to help it feel Southwestern desert, but cute, not cheesy?
Brightening up your room won't fix everything. But when you need your home away from home, to feel just a little more like home. Let's ask Google.
Oh, that is a delicious looking orange slice. You know, it's actually my son's slice. Go ahead, you can take a bite. Just kidding, I just The larger one is the dad.
Nothing like signs of living.
Great to see Chase Curtis back up after taking that big shot, but the question was, did he hang on to the football and complete the catch? Bill, what do you think?
Well, he's turned and made a move upfield. So they're saying he's completed the process of the catch.
Oh, right, here comes the ball's out. So they're saying it's a fumble.
And he's fallen on his own fumble. Now, the question also came up about targeting, but there's no indicator here. There was no launch. There was no upward thrust.
No defensive player?
No.
There's no targeting.
And even so, you know, the helmet's hidden. There's a larger area on top now. It wasn't really the crown. Challenge that. I actually think it was the right call. Do you? Football move, he fell on the fumble. What is a football move? That's Hudson.
Into the open field, and that's a touchdown, TCU.
Communication that they're utilizing up front. Big tight end DJ Rogers gets involved. It's the same.
Jeez.
They're able to spring the big long run on the first play of the second half. This is the play to the left.
3-7, and Lemmerman was off the extra point. Found his first carry. Turned out to be quite productive.
34-7. And this game is all but decided.
This time they're able to run it to the left. Look at the block by Zero, the tight end. Once you work up, gets to the backer, and then you bring it a back that hasn't carried the ball much tonight. To break speed, kind of speed all back to battle. That's 170 yards rushing on the night. 157 of those between the tackles.
Well, the story coming into this, certainly when you have someone who is an iconic figure in all of football, Bill Belichick, that's the story. But if you take a step back in a 34-7 game and you look at a TCU team with a veteran quarterback, top 30 or so in terms of continuity with our buddy Bill Connolly's chart, which is sort of like returning production and counting in transfers. Team has won 9 games and finished strong last year. Usually making a statement that they're going to have to be reckoned with in the Big 12.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well,
TCU might just make the Big 12 title game. The way things are going right now, it might just be TCU against maybe either Iowa State or Kansas.
It's been that kind of night.
A great job of playing off the quarterback scramble. He's way to the right. Quarterback scrambles to his left, sees him, and he just drops the football. Hands got a little bit, it's almost like instead of putting the thumbs together to catch the ball, he's trying to do it almost like an alligator hands catch, and it just slipped right through his fingers.
Now been 2 hours and 7 minutes since North Carolina completed the pass. Caleb Hood in the backfield. Akins gets hit. And it's a swipe that he threw in there nicely to Hood.
Good strike by Gio Lopez. And Hood's slow to get up. Oh, that was roughing the passer. Where's the call on that?
I haven't seen a lot of that real-time counting the clock between completion.
Yeah, I can't recall us ever doing it.
You guys get fancy.
Incomplete.
The chip on their shoulder, people weren't talking about them. Well, they had a bad experience like this once before when Deion Sanders was their opening game when his playing for the first time against Colorado. And Sonny Dyke said, I just felt like we didn't handle it well. We let our players get caught up in all that hype. So they actually talked to the team last week, showed them a video of who Bill Belichick is, but then from then on, worry about yourself, worry about us, and let's not get caught up in all this hype cheap.
Hollywood referring to Deion Sanders' first game as head coach. Sonny sort of said, hey, look, I respect their players, but I don't know if they're going to have Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter out there. Remember, Travis made a spectacular interception in the red zone in that game in Colorado, 145-42.
And like you and Holly are saying, I think a big part of that, he was just saying the buzz of it, right? They feel there's so much buildup with Coach Prime being in Boulder that first game, and it's almost they were an afterthought. They got caught up in that. And this time, after that experience, they use that as a, hey, let's stay focused on us. Let's prep. Let's get ready to go. Not worry about this.
Ball's out. Scoop and score. Yep.
The borrow from my friend Rich Eisen, TCU has busted out the whooping stick.
Oh, Rich Eisen. 40-7 now. Yeah.
With the linebacker blitz, good job of spying. Gets a little bit fooled with the pressure from the effort there from behind, from backs. Ball's on the ground, and there's Deal to pick it up, walking it in for a second defensive touchdown.
This game's over.
I know this is week one. You know, we've seen a lot of teams. You don't want to over.
Fans are heading for the exits.
Big 12, you know, a lot of coaches and players right now in the Big 12 are watching this game, and it's a team that you mentioned won 9 games, but there are some areas they had to get better. They've received this year in that conference.
It is true that one game a season does not make, but if you're going to open, you might as well open the way purple is. Swarming, scooping, scoring, and rolling in Chapel Hill.
41-7. Yeah.
My name's Pete. Been a chef for the past 25 years. Like the last 7 years at Factor. Ready-to-eat meal delivery services are not created equal. At Factor, it's for nutrition.
I'm thinking I might just cut out early. This game's decided. This game is basically decided. Like, I'm sorry. I am just sorry.
Jeep driving to fall event. Well qualified this season and lease the 2025 Jeep Gladiator Mojave 4x4 for $344 a month. Hurry, this great offer ends September 30th.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. Don't need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
Sarah Benziga, Brandon Foley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call her?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
We actually sold the twins' name.
Yeah, like stadiums did. Kids are so expensive these days.
Oasis Breeze 10 and Stock.
Leave it there.
We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi to enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
But here's another Pepsi and hot dogs.
$2025 Tiguan for $299 a month. Limited inventory available. At Wells Fargo, we get it. Carlos started his business to obsess over things like basting, butter basting, oil basting, lip wash basting, citrus basting. He lives for the basting. What Carlos doesn't live for is the banking. Luckily, Wells Fargo offers business checking, payments, and lending all in one place, so you can get back to doing the things you love. You're good at business, we're good at business banking. Wells Fargo. Purchase the 2025 Tiguan S for $299 a month. Limited inventory available.
A view from the sky brought to you by Goodyear. Still, always, forever game ready. The blue you see in Kenan Stadium is mostly the seats because TCU has done what road teams love to do. They've about half emptied the stadium. Half or maybe a little more. I think that's a tough, build up, and it can be down 41-7.
41-7. This game's over, basically.
Second turnover and took a big hit. We'll go to the bench and Max Johnson. What a story. Spectacular story. He's been around, started his career at LSU, went to Texas A&M, been through coaching changes. Both of those big places, the coaching change that happened here in Carolina. First game last year against Minnesota, suffered a horrific broken leg. And it's great to see Max back on the field. He's a great young man, a tremendous family. Brad Johnson, Super Bowl winning quarterback, his father, another lefty, the Belichick quarterback. First pass. Now, you might have been watching that opening weekend of last season when Max Johnson against Minnesota on August 29th took that big hit, said he could just feel his leg dangling. There was concern and legitimate concern that he might lose that leg for a while. But he fought back through rehab, got great care, great support from his family. And here he is playing. He's been clear of doing everything, physically doing very well. It's great to see him back out there and getting play as he tries to give Carolina something.
And that one will go incomplete. 3rd down and 8.
As we see a fumble here on the field, it was a horrific comeback, and as you said, a chance that there was a possible amputation. This young man said, "I will be back." And 1 year from that game, he is back, stepping onto the football field. He said, "My parents became my best friends."
Next up for UNC, they'll face off against Charlotte, and then Richmond on the 13th as TCU picks up the fumble. Wow. And after that, they'll face off against UCF, and then back home against Clemson. They'll face California on the 17th of October. And then Virginia, Syracuse, Stanford, Wake Forest, Duke, and rivalry week against NC State. It's a 4 pass. It's incomplete. And for the Horned Frogs, after this epic drubbing, they'll open their home schedule against Abilene Christian, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 13th. Then against SMU. Then they'll travel to Tempe to face Arizona State on the 26th. Then it's up against Coach Prime in Colorado. Then they'll head on over to Kansas State. Then Baylor at home. Then over to Morgantown to face the Mountaineers of West Virginia. Then back home to face Iowa State. Back-to-back away games against BYU and Houston. And then a pseudo-rivalry week against Cincy. Incomplete. There it is.
This was really tough. 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. Matt Jones, I remember texting my dad, I took my first steps today. But here he is back learning, back playing. I want to give a special shout out to his mom, Nikki, and his dad, Brett. They had to move into an apartment here in Chapel Hill to help their son. He could not do anything. And I mean, it just makes me want to cry that he is out here playing tonight, guys. It's just such a story of resilience and determination.
Scar on the right side, the outside of his leg, feet.
Thanks to the brother tied in with Team Jay Johnson. Big hit, delivered the football.
Ship making the grab.
The TCU defensive line continuing to push people around. This time it's the left guard, Banfield. Watch the push coming right through here. He pushes it and hits Max Johnson right as he throws it.
Oh, gosh. I'm sure Max wondering what that first hit was going to be like. It's been a little less than that, I'm sure. But boy, did he stand in there and deliver.
I was so caught up in his hit, nobody got up that didn't have full appreciation of what he did downfield with his vision downfield to find Ship.
Look, that was their first third down conversion of the night. Max going back to work and take a shot, got a man out.
Okay. First catch of the night, it's Green.
And by doing that, he held it just long enough to the middle of the field by looking him off, allowed him to be able to squeeze that in. McFadden almost got over, but he just kind of sat right on the hash with the experience of trying to freeze him there, not let him get a head start down that sideline.
Carolina has the football. This is easily their best drive.
41-7. 4.5 to play. And did they get the snap off? Don't think they did. This might be delay game. Yep. So yanking back 5.
It's taken a ton of snaps, whether it's at LSU, North Carolina, and it allows him to be able to do some things with his eyes, do some things by manipulating the defense. So you pick up the experience. You just don't have, obviously, the ability to move him around this market.
Max going to get rid of him. Check it down to Gauss and decent into the game and get again.
Second down upcoming. 4 to play in the third.
Like I said, after the second drive, they didn't go through much downfield. Really proud of the line, really being so close to the kind of the shorter passes. And every time North
Carolina took shots downfield, and the corners are right there where they needed to be, unless it was a play where you create. Until Johnson made that throw down the sideline.
No running room on 2nd and 13.
He took a handle when he's in the inch right now. Won the job, won the competition with Max Johnson. Check on him and give word on his condition.
And it was a battle going down in really the last week of camp, and here's the hit that he took when the ball came out. And I'll say this, week 1, you hate to see Gio go down, but it's an opportunity for Max Johnson. You're down 41-7, the game's over, but if you're trying to make plays, show Freddie Kitchen, the offensive coordinator, and the head coach, Bill Belichick, you can be the guy.
Play coming for Freddie Kitchens. It's been a frustrating night, a frustrating debut. Certainly not what North Carolina fans had hoped it would be. Not what Bill Belichick hoped. He was pretty candid. He didn't know exactly what this was going to look like for a while. There are two sides to this. One, this is the long-term vision from North Carolina. And the immediate vision, want to give TCU all the credit in the world for coming in here and being as dominant as it's been.
Yeah, TCU looks to be a incredibly, you mentioned the amount of numbers that they have coming back. I think you have a quarterback in Josh Hoover. This is a team that has big aspirations for this season, and they've shown up ready to play tonight. The thing that I think with Bill Belichick and all the hype and hoopla about his team.
ECU has just laid a royal schooling on Bill Belichick and the Tar Heels.
I'm interested to see that this next quarter and 2 minutes and 45 seconds with Max Johnson, a veteran, like I said, what he can do here with this team and see if he can help this offense kind of calm down.
Another one right on the punch. He's going to bring up 4th down and short. That's House again. Running back. Proven reliable target out of the backfield.
If nothing else, what you've seen since he's been in here is he's getting the ball out quickly, and he's making good decisions, and he's throwing the ball accurately. And that's really all you want to see. They haven't had a whole lot of success at all throwing the football, but that's his strength, coming back, get back, and putting the football right on the money and getting it out quickly.
So 4th and 2 is North Carolina. See if they can put another one into the end zone.
Down to 2 to play in the 3rd. It's 4th down and 2. And it's a 1st down.
So if you're a football player in Carolina Blue, you're being evaluated every single play. And what you're going to find out at 41-7, it's kind of like when you're out here on this field, they talk about coming together as a team when it's 100 degrees out and they're running sprints. This is worse than that because it's mentally and emotionally worse than that. How do you respond when you're down 41-7? You're going to find out who wants to play football for the rest of the year. It's like this last quarter.
Johnson fires, complete. 5 to the 1st down. They're going to give him forward progress at the 2. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Still showing he's got that mobility despite that devastating injury. And that's their difference maker on the perimeter. Jordan Chip won. I mean, if you're going to find a guy that can win one-on-one, sit in the soft spot in the zone, just kind of have some natural instincts, clearly there's Chip and there's everybody else on the perimeter for Carolina's offense.
Down toward a half minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Carolina trying to get one in. Max Johnson firing, touchdown.
And touchdown, North Carolina. Johnson and Johnson combo.
You can build on that. You can watch the film, and you can use the example of Max Johnson coming in and providing a spark. And
using the experience that he has to be able to make the plays and throw the football accurately. 6 of 7 on that drive.
First time he's found his brother in college. They played together at Texas A&M. They're coming here and have to feel good. Max to Jake puts one on the board for Tar Heels.
How many times have they thrown this, right? He's right here. Does a nice job of his stop route and just kind of letting the receivers around him affect the defense. Then he just kind of sits in that spot. Love the accuracy. Look where he puts his football, just to the outside, away from the defender, the linebacker. Easy pitch and catch, just like in the backyard when they were growing up. Now, Max Johnson, think of the adversity he went through his own personal life that Holly just told you about. 41-7 to Max Johnson's nothing. Let's go out here, guys, and compete. Get better. There's a progressive pylon cam to show you the nice throw and touchdown.
Boy, after all that family's been through, what do you think they feel like right now? By the way, his last touchdown pass prior to that one was also to his brother. Maybe they've got something for him. Brad, you know his story. Played in Florida State, won a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. Mom was a tremendous volleyball player at the University of South Florida. His uncle, our friend and colleague, Mark Richt, the former Georgia Miami head coach. Not a lot to smile about for the Tar Heels, but I think with the Johnson family, just seeing Max back out there and seeing brothers hooked up for a touchdown makes it it's a sting a little bit, I would say.
Like I said, I mean, 41-7, this game's over, but everything that Max Johnson went through, fighting in camp to try to win the job, coming up short, losing the job to a first-year transfer. He just kind of kept prepping, thinking maybe he'd get his chance. And in the opening game, who would ever think you're down 41-7? You get a chance to come into the game. And that was the best drive, other than the opening drive, by far the best drive we've seen all night from North Carolina. And it was the execution that stood out to me. Clearly knowing where to go with the football and not even thinking about being down in the game. He just went out to execute it, led his team to a touchdown. Looked good.
TCU has it back. Warrior Barnes, who had the long touchdown run to start.
Barnes gains about 2. This should take us to the end of the third.
Instead, he went 7-5, built it to a 20-point lead. TCU has poured it on ever since. And the Frogs firing that blood from their eyes. They're up 41-14 going to the fourth.
This was a mute button game for TCU.
Say you get a home on Airbnb with a chef's kitchen. Now you can get a chef on Airbnb to cook it. Or if you get a ski house, now you can get an après ski massage. Or if you get a place in the clouds, now you can get a yoga teacher. Homes, experiences, and services. Now you can Airbnb more from an Airbnb.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share. And you don't have to. The new crafted flats is $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
I never thought this would happen. When a disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
I'm on the road. GLP-1s help me lose 31 pounds. This is healthcare. This is blood. I'm Serena Williams, and I'm a Real Pro member.
Check their new game day bet. Oh, snap! DirecTV.com. That's right. DirecTV is flexible with all those pro college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable son. It's go true. Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's Coach Drew.
This is absolutely Dr. Pepper. After a really long off season.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide. Look,
Weird. Not what you expected.
Everything will be questioned.
College football street.
The Dr. Pepper going with two.
Sorry.
Bansfield Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football. It's a Pepper thing.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, Jason Kelsey can watch every game every Sunday, all in one place. NFL in one place. NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Every game, every Sunday, we usually pay less.
Georgia Jr. needs to replace this rig.
And an AutoZone helped them find a deal on the right parts. Don't miss the end of summer sale with great deals and rewards. Now until September 22nd.
Important is not worth compromising. This is why with farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. Quarter starting here in Chapel Hill. It has been all TCU. North Carolina just broke a string of 41 consecutive points. Starting quarterback Gio Lopez out against the 10, hobbling back for the North Carolina locker room. Obviously, a great deal of discomfort. We're welcome to be back. The Capital One Labor Day kickoff on ESPN. This kickoff week presented by Modelo. And start the fourth quarter.
Starting the fourth quarter. And that one will fall incomplete.
They went through the doors, he just collapsed and started screaming. I know he's in quite a bit of pain right now, but that's all we know about Gio.
There's only hope. It's not terribly serious. It was great talking with Gio yesterday. Just lights up a room when he comes in. Made the move to South Alabama, so nothing but great things to say about Bates and Rascal Wines. Another ball from Hoover.
Flag down on this 3rd and 8.
Here, it's a nice mesh route. That's on. If they thought that was intentional. Receiver to the left. Wire to the collision right there.
Offensive interference.
Watch from the tight end from the right. He's kind of looking up the defender. Just kind of not only gets his way, gets his hands out. Oh, his intent was to try to get in the way. I think the official did a nice job of doing that. Home flag. Make it look like you're running around. Make it look like pocket. The best route, the hard stop. So short. It's good. Pitching fast, right? Video game? Yeah. Well, the shovel pass in there to Trent Battle. Battle is.
Battle will go for about 9. Battle will go for about 20. Short of the first.
it's one thing when they just think complete or complete, but it turns after catching this, or not really catching it, off the ground, it turns, it goes another 15, 20 yards. So,
have a look at this Big 12 crew tonight. Not a lot of controversy. They upset Belichick missing a couple of holes early in the game.
Oh, yeah. Big 12 crew. Uh-oh. Yep.
especially after last year's game.
But 66-42, yeah.
62.
But then they play Arizona State on the road. It's about to get real. North Carolina, the end. Charlotte, Richmond, UCF. Before any year with Clemson.
Anything surprise you over the last 5 days of college football? Biggest surprise.
Well, I think I would say Florida State. Yeah. Because this thing, just under review, it was an incomplete pass.
That will be an incomplete.
They played with an edge. It was so physical at top.
Tommy Castellanos backs up.
You know, we talked about you. Yeah, Kyler Murray. Yeah, Gus Malzahn, great job. You're always going to be able to run the ball with that bad. Well, that's the other thing. I think it's also true. Even though Florida State is much improved, Alabama. Listen,
but I'm just saying, I use the word lethargic.
Yeah,
they just look like they were in a Tuesday practice to me. But are they bad, or is it just a rough week? Because Florida State looked really good, and Alabama could never look any worse. I think that had to be the biggest surprise for Florida State.
It's the final way. Fair catch will be made by Will Hardy. North Carolina will have a chance to try to draw a little bit closer.
North Carolina with another shot to try and get a little bit closer after that punt.
Full-time fans, check out this recruit. The early season hopeful doesn't hope to search his year. No, so this full-time fans deserves a result.
What's happening at Papa John's? Buy 2 large one-topping pizzas, get the both for just $9.99 each. It's only for a limited time, right? So make me 2 large one-topping pizzas for $9.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizzas than Papa John's.
First Washington, bye. Still can't believe this thing in your work. No. Navy Federal Credit Union gave me such an affordable car loan. The rest was easy. I can't imagine what I need now. Navy Federal Credit. Our members are the mission. Behind every DIY.
It's more help than you think.
Try this for a line.
Nice.
Sometimes help is delivered. Some things have just got to go.
Well, we're in to go quick. I think I can reach you together. Because doing yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
What are you working on?
Football career is over. But I'm not done with football. Like he plays Russ, I'll play as someone else. My name is Ted.
You think really ugly.
No. Sorry, really. Yes, it starts to roll. That's why we have to get everything we need and more.
Mind if I crash the party?
Dak Prescott.
So I'll take the most out of every gathering this fall. Appreciate you guys.
Human might not see it coming. Pre-diabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1 in 8 pre-diabetes risk test. Apply at prediabetes.org. Your own hero.
Ready for next adventure, pal?
It's easy to get HBO Max and Verizon today. So cool. Plus a new series. And blockbuster movies. Oh, HBO Max and Verizon. Add HBO Max to your Verizon home internet plan for $10 more per month with the Netflix and HBO Max plan. Or visit channel 860 to add HBO Max to your wireless video plan. Get HBO Max with Verizon and start streaming.
You buy Goodyear for every legendary moment, still, always, forever. That stadium is Chapel Hill, and North Carolina is taking a whipping. For 20 years, All-State has celebrated every field goal and extra points made at participating universities by donating to the university's athletics by supporting all athletes. Thank you, All-State, for that. 17:53 to play here. Max Johnson.
Handoff goes to Johnson. Gains about 3, maybe 4.
Safety off of his receiver. Ball down. See if he can follow up that drive or a touchdown with another 6 points here for the Heels. His first actions is suffering that horrific broken leg in the opener last year. And make it 89 with a nice catch out there by Green. Gets to the top of his route or top of his drop, and the ball is out. And that's the timing of that is perfect. Allows Green to go down and make the throws a little open because it's on time. His parents are excited to see that. I like that. That's the quarterback dad. Yeah, the headphones, you don't have to hear the fans. You hear everybody. That's what Brad used to do it though. He's spitting that nice and deep. Oh, man. And the Buccaneers.
12:40 to play in the game. 41-14 TCU our score. Johnson once again on target.
Johnson here is giving these guys, he's giving them some rhythm, he's giving them an identity. It's allowing Freddie Kitchens as the play caller to attack in different ways. But he looks like a seasoned veteran that he is. His attitude is great too. Teal Lopez really open about how helpful Mike Johnson. But they didn't try to mess him up, so Carolina messes up there, and it's another turnover, I believe. What's this surprise? Got it, and they did. I don't think the ball hit there. I don't know if he was surprised to get the ball. I know Davion Goss that
I hate allergies. Brutal.
41-14, 11:47 to go.
And timeout, North Carolina.
You earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment. 3% cash back on salty, 3% cash back on sweet. No, it's going to be 3 hours, right? Good call. Are you in the slide? Yeah, I'm in this one. Get to the off by 3% cash back. Oh, perfect delivery. The Taco Bell's new $3 steak burritos, lavishly packed with marinated grilled steak, Chipotle ranch, dripped in a zesty avocado sauce, to the cheese melt, swimming with melted cheese, and sealy jalapeno decadence. They're just $3. New $3 steak burritos, only at Taco Bell.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. Pretty close. Hidden Valley Ranch. New bottle, same great flavor.
Oh, so you corporate types are rock stars. That's as ridiculous as rock stars being corporate types. Workday AI is making you all rock stars.
Sorry.
Proceed. So that's a slide. Any questions? And now with Workday, we can manage our people and AI agents. I'm sorry. Courtney?
see you tomorrow.
Oh, too soon for that. Too soon for the Ozzy Osbourne reference.
In so many ways. Transport you isn't going to stop short. Amazing. The Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Get offers on select models.
The Capital One Day Kickoff on ESPN is brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet? First came out to see Bill Belichick. His day certainly started better than it is going and better than it will end. First night as a college head coach. First time they had the football. 3 yards, took a 7-0 lead, and since then, it has been all Horned Frogs all the time. 41-14 under 12 minutes to play. Here on Labor Day night, glad you're with us. Rich Davis, Kirk Street, and Holly Road. Thanks for sticking as well. Scott Van Pelt coming along shortly. The action to this game, Josh Hoover's still in the game. Now they're running the football, and it's Nate Palmer getting his first action. First down for TCU. And, you know, Bill Belichick and Dan Steve, obviously huge influence on him, long-time coach at Navy, other places, with running backs coach here in the mid-50s. That's Bill when he was 3. Going way back. When he was
I think he always knew he'd want to try to come back here. You think he just right place, right time, good stage of his life.
I think probably that, but I think you said to him yesterday in our meeting that you expected maybe something Navy.
I know
he was affinity for the Naval Academy.
Could have seen that.
Hopefully grew up there, and now Nate Palmer's running through tackles.
Nate Palmer to the 35.
Sort of got run over. It's a 26-yard gain for Palmer.
I think the most frustrating thing for Bill Belichick is going to be the 3 turnovers and so many missed tackles and some blown coverages. You know, that's what week 1. You know, some teams you struggle with another missed tackle.
Ryder, he's been in once tonight, trying to get in for a second time. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. Jordan Dwyer did himself tonight, well over 100 yards. In fact, he'll be over 160 with that catch.
Yeah, they're over 200 yards rushing now. Dwyer's had a big night. Like I said, they've gone into the boundary and attacked that part of the secondary.
Let me correct that. They'd already updated the stat, and I did the math myself. It's over 130. It's good. And you see Josh Hoover kind of hopping out of there. I'm a little surprised. He's got a little bit of pitching to get along there. I'm surprised he's still in the game, to be honest.
He gets stepped on. I don't know what happened there. That was kind of an awkward exchange with he and Palmer. Let's see if he gets stepped on. Oh, my God. Right toe, maybe?
Just a little bit, eh? I both said in the commercial break, well, they'll take him out of harm's way. Abilene Christian this weekend at SMU. Got it.
Oh, he's got it. That's a touchdown, TCU.
They're pouring it on. They're making a statement right now. This has its roots in the game we talked about earlier, the Colorado game.
But again, I think they were tired of the message throughout the last week or so, and they respect Bill Belichick, but it's almost like they felt that people weren't talking about them at all. A team that won 9 games with as much experience as anybody. The Big 12 coming back did a good job, by the way, of baiting the defense. They were looking to the back corner, and they ended up throwing it to the front corner for the touchdown. And hopefully his night's over, 27-36, 284, and a couple of touchdowns.
Well, TCU is going to get rather lengthy mentally about that loss that we've mentioned against Colorado. I imagine that North Carolina might have a lengthy memory that could extend to Ireland next year when TCU and North Carolina square off in the season opener there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Belichick's going to remember this one come this time next year in Ireland. You think he'll be out for blood? I think he will.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can watch the game together, even when you're away.
My wife is having a baby.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit.
Network outages. Yikes.
Looking for a reason to try the $5 McChicken meal deal with McValue? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the $5 McChicken meal deal with McValue.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing cosmetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
From the V6-powered Nissan Frontier, or 600 pounds of cargo. On the fly. Not that you would, but you could. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
I'm feeling more confident about the future after reviewing my choices with Voya. Have you updated your workplace benefits and retirement savings? No, but I am really going to think about it at some point.
Don't just think about a strong future. Plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
Take a look at this week's college football rankings brought to you by Verbo. You have several of them losing. Now, Alabama has been in every poll. Last time they were in the poll was 2007. I didn't rank it this week. 8 out.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah. I don't think they should be ranked after that performance.
But to the other point that you've talked about a lot about who play, I still have 3 teams that lost those big games in my good for 6. Good for you. I mean, you know, those great. Good games, tough games, they lost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Good for you. I hope everybody follows suit there.
So here are some of the things that it all started off with the highest rated show in game day history because of the love for Lee Corso.
Sure. Remarkable. What a day. Remarkable. Congratulations to him, ESPN, the way they did the show. Ohio State did such a great job. They went on to win the football game against Coach Manning. We talked about this. Probably the biggest surprise was how dominant Florida State looked. Good for the Seminoles when they stay hot. More back to the drawing board with this Alabama team. And Georgia, by the way, coming up in about 3 weeks in Athens.
And not too long until Florida State has Miami in the not too distant future. And then, of course, you had a great one on Saturday.
Man, that was a good game. And tell you what, I think the LSU might be the best team in the country. With Garrett Nussmeier and with that defense, they went out and got some critical pieces. Blake Baker's turned them loose. How about Carson Beck? I think a lot of people are like, Carson Beck, he's going to Miami, took the money, doesn't love the game anymore. He reminded everybody that he and the Canes are for real. That was a good
8.5 to play. It's 48-14 TCU. Yeah, Belichick's going to be out for blood this time next year in Ireland.
fan bases, they know they have a good team. They've got a team like Notre Dame coming into their stadium. They show up, and that is a loud stadium in a game like that. Huge advantage for them. You're right. CJ Carr, I mean, they didn't get the ball downfield. A lot of it was short passing, but they did enough to be very competitive for the majority of that game.
A couple of times late. That bodes well for the future for Marcus Freeman's team.
And I think with Arch Manning, I think they'll have a chance to kind of give back. It was a tough ask to go into Ohio Stadium, defending national champs with a quarterback that really hasn't. He had a couple starts last year, but this is it's his team now kind of moment against a really athletic Ohio State defense with Matt Patricia. But they'll go back, they'll learn from that. Texas going to be fine.
Yes. Yes, Dad. Yes, after the game, Dad. 1st and 10 for TCU. This game is basically decided at this point.
I think when the dust settles, I think people are going to look at Texas's defense. If they stay healthy, that is a nasty group. I mean, they got bodies on the inside that they rotate. They got head speed and pressure. Really good at the second level with their linebacker play. Experienced secondary. And they're going to be tough for any offense. And saying I thought the very first start was there.
Hoover's 9 years over. Speaking of quarterbacks who look good, Hoover was terrific tonight. Tim Seals, a veteran. Played at Vanderbilt earlier in his career, has been at TCU for a while. And to run this thing out, John Denman, running back. They hope to get a few snaps tonight. Now they're getting.
Yeah, I think it's great for America to take a good look at Josh Hoover tonight. Guy that played every game last year for TCU. Had a chance potentially to enter the portal and for some big money. Didn't even blink. Didn't even take the call. You're just like, hey, I told my teammates I'm coming back. Who would I be if I broke my word? I told my guys I'd be back. I want to be back. I love TCU. So he's back. He's got a big smile on his face tonight, and he should.
He should have a big smile on his face tonight. This game has gone exactly the way that TCU planned it would be. TCU's going to be a great team to watch.
Truck and goes and finishes mowing her lawn. And he said, I wouldn't want my grandma doing that, so I'm going to make sure somebody else's isn't. Another great story, Gus Bates, an 81-year-old man that he made friends
There are Alex and Tammy Hoover, Josh's parents.
Probably a great family. First time of last couple weeks, he's been with Alex. We talked about Caleb, now this baseball player. His sister, Hannah, is coming for all of our jobs, working in sports broadcasting. I think in Oklahoma City, if memory serves. It's a tremendous family. They had a great night. Now, Alex told me he left a few shots on the golf course today, but they didn't leave any shots out tonight. Gosh, for Josh's team, not at all. We're going to get a chance next Saturday night, College Game Day, going to Norman to see a couple of exciting quarterbacks. John Mateers made the move from Washington State to Oklahoma. They were successful in his debut. And Bryce Underwood at Michigan. You see the block Bryce Underwood?
Down to 5 to play in regulation.
Situation involving Connor Stallions, but Michigan got off to a good start. Mexico, and now challenge will be much greater. And Oklahoma, a lot of pressure there to get that offense going with the tier and Ben Arbuckle. Michigan trying to bounce back the season that didn't meet its standards last year. Certainly the end was outstanding with victories over Ohio State and against Alabama in the bowl game. Inside 5 minutes to go. 48-14.
Deep ball. Overthrown.
Most points Bill Belichick has ever picked up in a game. Most points North Carolina has allowed in an opener. That's feels like, hey, man.
Can you please take a shower now? Are you planning on taking a shower tonight?
Yes.
Will you please do it now? He's taking his meds. Did you take the allergy meds at the same time?
Yes, Dad.
Please take your shower. We'll have to start doing the same thing in 3 days.
Great.
Let's go. Please. Just got to start another argument at this hour. Turn it down. Turn it off.
Let's have a look at TCU's schedule. They're off Saturday, then Abilene Christian, then the Skillet game.
I mean, it's not like you can catch a break. SMU at Arizona State, Coach Prime, on the road in Manhattan, Baylor at home, on the road in West Virginia is always tough.
They're not catching a break. TCU's not catching a break.
Much more daunting schedule than I think some might think. Kansas State had to pull one out of the box against
Like the youngster, 5'10", 210 pounder. Belichick hoping there will be better nights than this one.
And there will be better nights after this one for Coach Belichick. Knowing his coaching style, there will be plenty more better nights for him.
What would it be? I never thought we'd get this in tonight.
Which pro?
Oh, no, man. I feel like we're multiple pro.
You think we're multiple pro?
A lot of different things.
He made his way in there. I appreciate that.
Peter's on. Come on, get up there. Well, Peter's up here checking out your board now. Peter's 3rd and 2.
They're down in 2. As we come down to the 2-minute warning. First down, this will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Most points any Belichick-led team has allowed.
Itch. Bust my itch.
Stop the itch sanity with Cortisone 10 for bug bites, poison ivy, and other itches. It works fast and lasts for hours. Cortisone 10. And for no mess relief, try new cooling spray.
Welcome to Visible.
The ultimate wireless hack. It's one line, powered with unlimited data on devices 5G network. Now just $19 a month for 1 year guarantee. Stream, scroll, browse, and connect with free coverage, plus unlimited hotspot included. That's a top J network at a budget-friendly cost. But you already knew all three. For a limited time, get Visible for $19 a month for 1 year guarantee.
It's that time of year again. The real new year is almost here. Whether it's lunchtime with Lunchables or after school with Kraft mac and cheese, game day with Capri Sun, or snack time with Jell-O, we're wishing you all a happy school year. An unrelenting itch. When moderate to severe eczema is uncontrolled despite treatment, get itch relief fast and skin clearance that lasts. Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key senses of eczema. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvio today.
Touchdown! Like 7 for overtime. Try to beat their rival now with a competitive. Go for it. They gotta go for this. Season he was questioned for settling. Why didn't you go with your seconds? They're going for dose. They got it. It's off for seconds. Always overdose. On the overpowered leaf blower. And I'm not exactly street legal. $5 coverage, this can really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. All right, it's got Ben Dawkins up for Sports Center. Plenty to come. The reaction from Chapel Hill, whatever Bill Belichick has to say, probably won't be a lock in the podium. Also, the reactions to a great weekend of college football week one. Wild day in the Big, some walk-offs to bring you. Debut of Bad Beast, Stanford Steve is there, and Reese, if you could go and call your man Hubert, he could get a Midnight Madness. He's got 40 minutes to get it together. I was down visiting with Hubert before the game. He was excited to go over and say hello to Nick Saban. Tar Heels going to be good. They had some recruits and thing up there. Yeah, we're going to get a rolling. What's your breakdown?
Second down and 5. Gain of 5 on that run.
We got time here. I'm not, there are a lot of things I like to change about predictions. I'm going to stick with Clemson winning the national championship.
You got Clemson winning all.
I mean, you know,
I think I'm going Penn State LSU in the championship.
Yeah, I think I'll go Penn State Clemson for the national title. And timeout taken. Or not. And that's going to be it.
Big fella was ready. He was in the bullpen waiting. He came in here hot, too. But every time they said, he's in the bus taking a nap.
2 kneel downs. That's it.
Bouncing around.
And that's going to be a final.
Dominant. On a night when Bill Belichick goes to college football. Belichick and Sonny Dykes greeting. Perhaps saying see you in Dublin. Yeah, season opener next year. And
Carolina, like every team, they have some rough opening week.
Yeah.
You can go up to the film room right now and take a peek.
Yeah. Saying see you in Dublin next year for payback. But I digress. 48-14 is your final. And, well, that's going to be it. I'll see you when I see it. Hopefully next week for Iowa State and Iowa. Later.